Hope all are you good, right? Welcome to Mukherjee's Family Canvas. So today there is a new sessions which I am trying to conduct today is all about the driving test. So if you want to take a driving test within UK, there are two things which you need to think, right? First is you need to pass the theory test. The theory test also contains, the hazard test, right? And the second one is the practical test. So in today's video, I'll cover with you the how you can clear the theory test and the hazard test. Right. So what is how you can do the strategy to clear the test. The first strategy is you need to get 86%, right, which is one of the toughest number you need to get, right. In my I have passed multiple exam. I have completed my masters from Jadavpur and many more complex exam I have given. I take it as one of the complex exam to pass the driving theory test. However, if you follow the process, if you follow the rules which I am explaining in this video, I commit you will pass it for sure, right? So the first strategy is you need to know that 86% is the pass mark. So you will get a 50 questions and out of that you need to give a 43 questions right, correct? And then only you will be clearing the exam, right? So to pass the 43 questions, my main strategy, what was my strategy was 14 days complete all the lessons from this book, and you will have next 6 days. What you will do in 6 days, there are multiple free tests which is available in the internet. Okay, go to the internet, just do the Google and tell that I want to do the free practice test for the UK driving license. You will get multiple tests. Just give it. I'm telling you, if you cover the book, if you understand the things, don't go and digest, don't go and try to absorb by your heart. No, you should understand the thing. You should know what is alertness mean. I'm telling you, you need to understand it and give the exams which is present in this book, and then straightly go to the app or free test which is available in the internet. Give this, you will get a confidence. You will know where you are, right? So that is the first strategy. So again, I'm telling 14 days, 14 chapters. Each chapter will take maximum 2 hours. So just spend 2 hours in a day to complete it. And then you give the exam, free text exam. And then there is a hazard test. For hazard test, I'll tell you which one you need to download and how to clear it, right? Now let's see for each and every chapter what exactly it tells. I'll make you clear so that you can clear it in one go. Yeah, so as I mentioned, 20 days is sufficient for passing the theory test, right? So for that you need to buy this book, right, as I mentioned. And then if you come to the part 2, you will say these are the 14 chapters which you need to go through one after another. So 14 days is sufficient to understand all this. Each day one chapter is is sufficient. Why this book? The reason is if you go to the alertness, it will explain you. So suppose if I move to the alertness, right, so it will explain you all this, what is the alertness, what you need to think and all these things. It will tell what is attitude, what you need to cover, right? And also after you complete understanding, you have the questions over here. See, so these are the attitude questions and you can answer it, and then there is a explanations written here. Okay, if you do this book, it is always better to understand more more clearly rather than if you go to the app, right? Okay, if you see, the first chapter is called alertness, right? So you should be alerted everything. What it actually tells is always whenever you will see the hazard, you should be alert, right? So very simply it will explains what kind of alert it is, what is your anticipation, what is your observation, what is your signaling, when you will be doing the reversing, what you need to see, using your mirrors, that is one of the important thing, concentration, not getting distracted, not feeling sleepy, and not using your mobile phones, right? So all the questions will be related. It is very much general answer questions. You just need to give the some question answers from this book, and you will be for sure get it clear. So alertness is very simple. All you should do is ensure that you will pass all the question answers from the alertness chapter. You should not miss anything. The next section is the attitude. Attitude is very important in UK driving. It's not rush driving like other countries. In UK, drivers always follow a very, very decent attitude. Okay, their first priority is pedestrians and children. First, second priority is plan your journey with plenty of time. And third is very important is you need to give much more space to the cyclist and the motorcycle vehicles, right? So these are the do's and don'ts which is clearly mentioned in this chapter. Always go through it, and all the questions will come here. So basically I am telling you here, in attitude section, your main attitude is you should not overtake, you should be very calm, and you should if any driver did a miss, you should be calm down. Okay, you should not do tailgate, you should not embarrass your previous driver, front line drivers, and you should always keep a distance 2-second gap with the front vehicle. Okay, so these are the all your attitude. Third section is your safety and your vehicle, right? So it actually tells you how you can maintain your safety. So what it exactly says, if you are going on the dry weather, you should have 2-second gap between your previous vehicle, and you should always see your mirrors and see what your behind car wants to do. Okay, so very important is safety of your vehicle. And if it is wet weather, right, your distance will be twice, and if it is icy weather, then your distance will be 10 times. Okay, yeah, and the corresponding distances, your thinking distance, your safety distance, all it will explain. This is very important chart which it explains. So if it is 20, if it is 20, how much is your thinking distance and how much is your braking distance? If it is 30, if it is 40, and it is 50, so what is your thinking distance and braking distance? It will explain in your safety margin. Very important chapter, you should understand. It's the mathematics, you should understand and little bit digest. Okay, hazard awareness. It actually says how you can overcome the hazards. So for example, you are driving it and you are seeing that there is another moving vehicle suddenly comes in front of you, so you should be prepared to stop. Again, you are driving, one children will suddenly come to in front of the vehicle, you should be you should be confident enough to stop. So this is the hazard warning. The section 6 is stating about the vulnerable road users. Who are the vulnerable road users? It's mentioned where cyclist, very important. Remember, always you need to give a space to the cyclist, right? And motorcycles, right? So this is the vulnerable road users, and you need to understand this. It's very basic. It's basic. And animals are there, traffic signs are there, right? So these are basic. You can easily, this sort of general knowledge, just go through it and understand it. What are the other types of vehicles are available, right? So that is also explained here, right? And how long vehicles can be managed, that is present in this section 7, right? How you will handle the vehicles, so that is also important. You need to little bit study on that. And different signs, so always remember this kind of sign which is in red, it is called warning signs. If it is red and circle, then it is a sign that you should follow, that is your maximum speed, right, which will be written within the red circle box, right? So this is again a warning sign which you need to study on the section 8. Section 9 is the motorway rules. So motorway means nothing but a big road, right? So high road, we can say. So there are multiple rules are there. You need to understand, you need to digest that. That is very much important. And then there are multiple lights you need to understand. So this is what I was telling you. So what it means is maximum speed is 30 kilometer per hour. Similarly, maximum is 50. Yeah. So this is the you need to follow it for sure. 50 kilometer on a long twisty country road, right? So this is what. Now coming to the next one is the 11th section is called road and traffic signs, right? And then 12 is your documents, what kind of documents you will keep: insurance document, mod certificate, driving license, etc. And 13 is the incident, accident and emergencies. This is very important. Okay, you should understand how you can do it. So what I digest that if you are coming to an incident area and if any accident happens, first you need to check if the person who is underline of the accident or emergency is the breathing things are coming or not. That is very important. So basic first aid you need to understand from here. Okay, vehicle loading, that is the 14 sections, and that's it. So if you complete understanding it, you need to give a practice test. So for example, the alertness. So first day if you are trying to go for the alertness section, if you understand what is alertness, I would recommend you then the next on the same day you need to give all the examples which are covering on the alertness. What it helps, you can answer it if you are and it will explain you also why this answer it will be. Okay, so go for it. If you go for app, you will only get these things, you will not get the theoretical part, right? So my recommendation is always go for this book, give these exams from here, digest it, and then go to the free app or free test from the internet and boost up your knowledge. Okay,
the driving, that's the best way. As I mentioned, just follow these rules, and I'll also come back to you about how you can do the practical lessons. There are some way to do the practical lessons. If you just follow the rules, it's very easy. Okay, my practical lessons is currently going on, but it will be it will be completed soon, I'm expecting. So theoretical test is very easy to complete. As I mentioned, it's most toughest exam. However, if you follow the rules as I described, you will definitely pass it. So please put your comments in the description box. If you have any challenge or any questions, you have any clarification you require, just put it in the comment box. We'll be happy to come back to you. Right? So stay well, enjoy Edinburgh summer, enjoy UK summer.